The defamation trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard seems to be getting interesting by the day. Recently, Amber Heard made a surprise reference to Kate Moss on the stand, which prompted Johnny Depp's lawyers to erupt in glee. So, what exactly did she say? And how will her testimony affect the trial? On May 5th, Johnny Depp and Kate Moss's past relationship was mentioned in court during Amber Heard's testimony at the ongoing defamation trial. During her testimony, the actress shared an instance of a 2015 fight with Depp involving her sister Whitney.
And Johnny swings at her, and I don't even wait. I just, in my head, instantly think of Kate Moss and the stairs, and I swung at him.
Heard claimed that Depp had followed her up a staircase and grabbed her after she threw a can of Red Bull at the Pirates of the Caribbean star. She said that the incident had prompted her sister Whitney to intervene in the fight, which resulted in Depp swinging at her. The actress then revealed how the moment had compelled her to think about Johnny Depp and Kate Moss's alleged staircase incident. Whitney threw herself in the line of fire. She was trying to get Johnny to stop. Her back was to the staircase and Johnny swings at her. I don't hesitate and wait. I instantly think of Kate Moss and stairs. Heard first mentioned the alleged staircase incident during Johnny Depp's libel trial against The Sun in 2020. At the time, she had claimed that Depp pushed Moss down the stairs during a fight while they were dating. I remembered information I had heard that he pushed a former girlfriend, I believe it was Kate Moss, down the stairs. I had heard this rumor from two people and it was fresh in my mind. Depp's attorney, Eleanor Laws, has countered Heard's statement during the UK trial and alleged that she had made it up while testifying and did not mention anything about the incident in a legal document. However, following Heard's latest testimony about the staircase incident, Depp's attorney Ben Chu opened his mouth widely and his eyes lit up in an expression of giddy surprise as he turned to his team and did a fist pump. Depp, sitting next to Chu, looked down at the plaintiff's table and smiled broadly. As Chu's video went viral online, netizens believe that Heard's statement about Moss will likely work against her during the upcoming cross-examination. Fans were also left convinced that Moss might be called to testify in the upcoming trial to denounce Heard's claims about the alleged staircase incident. I think Ben celebrated Amber mentioning Kate Moss and the stairs because Amber made a false accusation that Johnny once pushed Kate Moss down the stairs. Kate never claimed this, so thus this will show that she, Amber Heard, is throwing around false accusations under oath. One fan wrote, while another one added, Amber Heard just lost herself the entire case by bringing up Kate Moss and Johnny's lawyer could not be happier. A third fan wrote, I am honestly surprised her team didn't prep her to not bring up any of his exes by name. Dropped ball. Good for Johnny for sure. Law experts also made their observations about Amber's mention of Kate in her testimony and what that meant for the case. Manhattan-based civil lawyer Roland Acevedo called the name-dropping of the supermodel an obvious misstep that could blow up in her face. It certainly could open the door to calling in Kate Moss, said Acevedo. It's considered a tangential issue that usually courts don't let you bring in, but since the defense opened the door and said he did this, they now may be able to call her to prove it never happened. This could blow up in her face. California entertainment lawyer Mitra Ahurayan also commented on the name-dropping, saying that it could open the door for Depp's team to bring in Moss as a witness in the trial to speak against Heard's statement. Moss is still allegedly friends with Johnny, and her testimony wasn't allowed to come in before because it wasn't as relevant. That's one mistake that Heard made, was bringing up Kate Moss, which potentially opened the door to Depp's team bringing Moss on as an impeachment witness, and Moss saying this never happened. Krista Ramey, a co-founder of the Los Angeles civil litigation firm Ramey Law PC, told Insider Heard's mention of Moss seemed deliberate and may have gone against her legal team's wishes. Sometimes I've had clients that think they're smarter than me, who sometimes kind of go rogue on the stand. I think she definitely went that rogue, Ramey said. Her attorneys did not want her to say that. Ramey said Heard may have hoped that members of the jury would Google the reference. While jurors are not allowed to consume news about trials they sit on, it happens, Ramey said. Every time I start a trial, my Google Analytics and my LinkedIn searches go way up. Jurors Google stuff all the time, even though they're not supposed to, Ramey said. Donnie Dina, now an attorney at Worksman Jackson & Quinn LLP, told Insider magazine, no matter the case, if the judge didn't want unsubstantiated rumors or previous relationships to enter the case, and Heard did it anyway, it would be a huge risk. It means the judge has to weigh what other kind of information may be brought into the case out of fairness to Depp's side. Brett Ward, a co-chair of the matrimonial and family law practice at Blank Rome, said he thought the wording of Heard's name drop was too skillful to have happened without the help of her legal team. By simply saying that she thought of Moss in that moment, instead of repeating the rumor, Heard was able to avoid Depp's legal team objecting to the testimony on hearsay grounds, he said. But it may turn out to be a mistake, Ward said, since it opens up the possibility of Depp's legal team calling Moss and other ex-girlfriends to the stand to give glowing reviews of his behavior. As you might probably remember, Depp's ex-girlfriends Vanessa Paradis and Winona Ryder each wrote statements of support during the actor's libel lawsuit against the UK tabloid The Sun, which had labeled him a wife-beater. Paradis, who dated Depp for 14 years and is the mother of his 2 children, said Depp was never violent or abusive to me, and that she had always known him to be a non-violent person. I have seen that these outrageous statements have been really distressing and also caused damage to his career because unfortunately, people have gone on believing these false facts, Paradis wrote. Ryder wrote that she was absolutely shocked, confused, and upset to hear about Heard's allegations because Depp was never violent or abusive during their relationship, which spanned 4 years during the late 80s and early 90s. I do not want to call anyone a liar, but from my experience of Johnny, it is impossible to believe that such horrific allegations are true, she wrote. I find it extremely upsetting knowing him as I do. Ultimately, the decision on whether Moss can or will testify rests with Judge Penny Azcarate. A source close to Depp said he and Moss have remained close friends, and his legal team may reach out to her to testify during the Pirates of the Caribbean star's rebuttal case. Depp's team believes Heard's lapse may even allow them to bring in evidence of her prior arrest for allegedly hitting ex-girlfriend Tazia Van Ree. Heard was arrested on a misdemeanor domestic violence charge at the Seattle airport in 2009, after she was accused of hitting Van Ree in the arm during an argument. The charges were later dropped, and Van Ree released a statement to E! News in 2016 saying that Heard was wrongfully accused for an incident that was misinterpreted and over-sensationalized by 2 individuals in a powerful position. However, according to Virginia-based civil lawyer Broderick Dunn, it's possible the domestic violence incident could come in now. Since Heard brought up Depp's alleged prior bad acts, she may have opened the door to her own, he explained. Depp is suing Heard of defaming him in a 2018 op-ed for The Washington Post. In the piece, which published roughly 2 years after they divorced, Heard described herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. Though Depp was not named in the article, he claims it cost him lucrative acting roles. Depp is suing $50 million in damages and denies ever being physically violent with Heard. Heard is countersuing for $100 million and claims she was only ever violent with Depp in self-defense or defense of her younger sister. As the case plays out, social media has become a frenzy, devouring soundbites, evidence, and clips of the courtroom. Depp spent 4 days testifying, and many celebrities are listed in court documents as potential witnesses who could be called to testify. In fact, on April 19th, Depp also took the stand and testified over the course of 4 days. Depp's attorneys laid out evidence of Heard's alleged abuse, while the Heard's lawyers focused on Depp's past drug and alcohol use, text messages, and recordings, claiming Depp perpetrated the violence. While on the stand, Depp claimed that Heard would instigate arguments and escalate their feuds. It's hard to explain, but the argument would start here, but it would roll around and become this circular thing of its own, Depp said. You get back to the beginning, now it's heightened even more, and it's still circular. There's no way in or out. At the end of his 4-day testimony, when asked what he had lost due to Heard's op-ed in the Post, Depp replied, "Nothing less than everything." Now, we would love to hear from you. Do you think Amber Heard mentioning Kate Moss in her testimony will give Depp any advantage in the defamation case? Let us know in the comments section below. And as always, thanks for watching.